Howdy. You wouldn't happen to be Mr. Herman Nelson?
Depends on who's asking.
The name's John Owens, sir.
Why might you be standing in front of me?
I was told that you were a bounty hunter, but not a no vigilante type. More so a hitman, just what I need. But I heard you're always on the run from the law.
I'd say there's some truth in them words, Mr. Owens. Are you requesting my services?
Well, if you'd be able to, pay well.
What kind of work am I getting myself into?
You see, sir, I'm a courier for Wells Fargo. A couple weeks back, I was tasked with delivering some precious cargo. I was riding through Perkins County, and I was attacked by outlaws. They took my stagecoach and everything I had. I need this cargo back, sir. I'm afraid I can't do it alone.
And that's where I come in.
Indeed, Mr. Nelson.
You have any notion of who took this stagecoach from you?
I went to the police to report the robbery, and I told them everything I could about the perpetrators. Told them that the men who led them wore an old Confederate battle uniform and had a large scar across his face. They told me I'd been robbed by the infamous Colonel Braxton and his gang. Told me it was too dangerous for any man to go after, and my cargo was gone for good.
Quite the predicament you've gotten yourself into, Mr. Owens. I went after Moses Braxton and his gang once. I'm lucky to tell the tale. Shot all the men that rode with me. However, it was a long time ago. I'm a bit of a better shot now.
Does this mean you're in, Mr. Nelson? It's gonna be a bloody job.
Mr. Owens, that's the only job I know.
Excellent. I was told that Moses and his gang are hiding out at the old Marston farm. Might be able to find them there.
Sounds like quite the trip.
I'm willing to walk to the end of the earth to get this cargo back, Mr. Nelson.
You best be getting then.
Mr. Nelson, you mind if we rest a little bit?
Only for a little while. The more time we waste, the more time Braxton has to escape.
Thank you.
Well. Who do we got here, boys? Is that Herman Nelson I see over there? Well, shit, what are you doing over these parts, boy?
Well, if it ain't Wild Willie Shepherd. I thought you learned your lesson after our last run-into. I believe I killed every one of your men. I also recall you being too yellow to come and shoot at me yourself. Looks like you hired a few gullible boys this time around.
Now, I can assure you, Nelson, that these two boys here I hired, they're a lot better than the last boys. These here are the Dookie brothers, and they're the finest sharpshooters that you ever seen. Alright, now, I don't want too big of a struggle from you, so we don't gotta take you dead for that reward.
Alright, Willie.
Hey there, partner, what do you think you're doing?
I'm just getting some mud off my boot. help me, Mr. Owens.
I am sorry, Mr. Nelson. Sometimes struggle to find what I need in the face of danger.
You're forgiven. However, next time, try to stay on your toes.
Certain. So what made you become what you are, Mr. Nelson?
Please, enough with the formalities. I reckon it'll get tiresome on this long journey we have ahead of us. You can call me Herman.
Will do. You can call me John.
Swell. As for your question, I didn't choose to do this sort of thing. It's kind of thrusted upon me. Killing men that the law doesn't want you to kill can be a pretty profitable business around these parts. Job that can make a good man go crazy.
How so?
You're always looking over your shoulder. Marshals after you, banditos after you. It's nerve-wracking. Pay's almost always worth it, though.
I take it you've killed your fair share of men?
I never killed anyone. The bullets do, however.
You have no interest in asking about myself, Herman?
Try not to get too attached to my clients, Mr. Owens. I reckon a fright man like you'd understand.
Point well taken. Well, I best suppose we'd be setting up camp for tonight.
Grand idea. Good Lord, Dutch. Can't let a few men through on business?
Mr. Nelson, I believe you're wanted here in Perkins County. I think you killed 2 men.
You be true in your beliefs, but I'm not here to kill any men.
You're bluffing.
Shut up, Herman. Come quietly.
Sweet Mother Mary and Jesus. I walked right into a trap. John Owens, you double-crossed me.
Double-crossing may be a bit of a stretch. I'd like to say brought you to justice.
He's right, Herman. Now you can collect the reward on your sorry head.
Hey, Dutch, why don't we got any horses?
For the last time, you can't call me Dutch. It's Bernstein. It's German. We like to make our criminals think long and hard about the crimes they've done. Plus, we don't have any money for horses.
Well, here goes another poor life choice.
Herman, you son of a...
I could find a man named John Owens?
It's him!
John Owens tell you to kill anyone who asked about him?
He told us who you were, what you looked like, what he did to you. Said he'd kill you. I think he knew you was coming.
I think he was right. I think you're gonna tell me where he is, too.
His house. The other side of town. Ah!
Mr. Owens! Mr. Owens! Mr. Owens! Mr. Owens, it's Herman Nelson.
Man's got a death wish. Get up on the stairs.
What are you doing? Untie me.
Mr. Owens, you and I need to have a talk. This here is the Wild West. It's wild because it's vast and it's lawless. Except that last part ain't true. There is one law out here. No son goes unpunished. Lying, cheating, double-crossing, these are all big sins out here in the West. And I'd go so as far to say that you committed all those sins against me. So now, Mr. Owens, you'll be punished.